still pending, and a lot is at stake right now with the future of this executive order. We're still waiting to hear from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals on whether or not they're going to lift this temporary restraining order on the president's executive order. We're joined now by Israel Ortega. He's a political analyst and a writer with the website Opportunity Lives. Israel, how are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much.
Good. First of all, tell me a little bit about your group, your website.
That's right. We're an online news publication. We cover a lot of issues that are happening in Washington, D.C., but also around the country.
Well, good. So tell me your take on this. I mean, I know we're waiting to hear from the Court of Appeals. Are you one of the, hundreds of thousands of people who listened into these arguments the other day?
I heard excerpts of it. I can't tell you that I listened to all of the conversation, but a lot of people were tuning in. Obviously, this is an issue that is attracting a lot of attention. And really at stake, it comes down to a fundamental question of how much authority does the President of the United States have when it comes to immigration policy, essentially. And so this is something that the courts are looking at. And as you mentioned, we're waiting on the decision of the Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. But there's already conversation that this may go to the Supreme Court, where it could be settled there.
I continue to be fascinated by all of the talk about the Establishment Clause. The people that are challenging this ban seem to argue that somehow it violates the Establishment Clause of the Constitution by discriminating against a particular religion. However, the people involved in this executive order are, generally speaking, not citizens of the United States, so I'm not quite sure how this establishes one religion over another.
Right. That's an excellent question. And in fact, from what I was able to glean from some of the questions that were being asked yesterday and the days prior, the court is pushing for the plaintiffs to be more specific about what you're just describing. They want clarity about how this travel ban is actually discriminatory. And I think this is why the administration feels as if they could get a favorable ruling, if not in this court, maybe in the Supreme Court.
Yeah, and if it goes to the court, then we have an additional problem of the fact that court is split. The assumption is it would only be appealed to the Supreme Court by the Trump administration if they lost at the appellate level, which means if they get a split decision at the Supreme Court, it reverts to the lower court decision, correct? Right.
Absolutely correct. Yep. The administration is already gaming out all these scenarios, including the one you just mentioned. And so, I think that they're hoping that their nominee, Judge Gorsuch, will be confirmed in time when this decision, or rather this hearing, this case, rather, gets to the Supreme Court. But we'll see. Critics of the administration are pushing for this to move up expeditiously and quickly, even well before Judge Gorsuch is confirmed.
Yeah, I saw where the president had tweeted out that this puts the country at risk, security-wise, while we're waiting on this. I've been told Judge Gorsuch might not be confirmed before the end of March. I mean, that's really going to stretch this thing out if it takes that amount of time.
Right, precisely that. And, I think the administration is also citing polls. There are a couple of polls that came out recently where at least a majority of people, a solid majority, are okay with the travel ban. But, of course, there are other polls where they're more critical of the administration. So this is going to be, part of this is going to be arguments in the courts. But a lot of this will come down to the court of public opinion, and this is where the administration is making that point that this is about national security and nothing beyond that.
Yeah, well, hopefully, maybe we'll get a decision from the court before the day is out, or at least before the week's out. I guess it's all just a guessing game at this point, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a lot of guessing game. But I think you're right. I think we should expect something. I think by week's end. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, people are waiting to hear about this decision and watching this very closely.
Israel Ortega with Opportunity Lives, the website OpportunityLives.com.
That's right, OpportunityLives.com. You can find my writing about this issue and a whole host of other issues. about our country, including immigration.
Israel, thank you. Have a great week.
Thank you. You too.
All right, so just a reminder, coming up in the next hour, we're going to talk to my friend Justin Charters from the Independent Journal Review. We had him on, about a week or two ago. He's got a great article. Have you seen what Starbucks is going to do? They've claimed they're going to hire a bunch of refugees, I guess, in place of American workers. There's a coffee company out there called Black Rifle that's apparently making a little bit of a counter move to that. And we're going to talk to Justin's got a great article about that right now. We're going to pick his brain on it. Just a quick reminder, we'll give away a couple of Billy Joel tickets coming up as well in the next hour. Be sure and watch us on our webcam, the Granite Transformation Studio Cam at 971talk.com/Cox. You can view it from your mobile device, from your desktop. It is the Granite Transformation Studio Cam at 971talk.com. All right, quick break. We'll get to Justin when we get back and more of your phone calls. 314-969-9797.